Listen to me. I told y'all this beforehand. Your deepest wounds, the worst things that will happen to you will never be from the outside. It will be from those closest to you. And in this case, it's her literal childhood best friend. And these are grown women. I'm talking late 30s, early 40s, meaning they've known and grown up with each other for decades. I'm talking about besties, best friends, family, sis, whatever you want to call it and label it. They were that until this happened. Until Claudia Banton decided to jump out of her car, walk up to her bestie, her best friend, pop her in the head point blank range in front of every single soul. I'm talking about more than a dozen people, right? Witness Boulevard. And then continue to pop her 7 more times after the initial shot. There is also this crazy context that I'm gonna give y'all here in a second that is literally the main reason I decided to get on here and talk to y'all. This context adds a piece of the puzzle and makes this from a senseless, crazed killing to a revenge, backstabbing, hit, assassinate. Oh my God, I can't just understand. This is about to be a 10 out of 10 video in terms of pure, raw, just unreal craziness. And the first thing we're gonna get at and the first thing we're gonna watch is the official police footage that they released of this incident. Let's run it. Not running, calmly jumps back in the car. And look at her outfit, bro. Look at her outfit. Fresh, clean, white J's that radiate on my screen. And I'm watching this as a third party, bro. Her belt looks like it's shining as well. Hair done. This is not the outfit of a person that wants to get away with this. This is the outfit of somebody who wants to make a statement and simply does not give a shit if they're caught or not. Bro, she's out here walking up in fashion, literally and figuratively, to her best friend to do this to her in an outfit that she would probably wear to a wedding or some shit. What does that tell y'all? Hold on. Look at this. No face mask, no nothing. And then drove off. Would y'all believe me if I told you that what I'm being told here is after this incident, right? When the police showed up, y'all seeing all those people? It's a dozen people around, right? Everybody saw that. Bro, she wanted you to see this. Y'all saw how she walked back calmly. And given that we know that she popped her, 8 times in total, meaning she took her time and everybody was able to see and witness. Like I said, it's Witness Boulevard right here. People saw that it was a female, unless you're blind, right? Or you think she's a transformer and she's that ugly. I don't know, but that is a female, right? Bro, tell me why I'm being told that after this incident, she had allegedly been stopped by the cops and they let her go because from the people they spoke to, the description that was given to them was that a man did this. What does that tell y'all about the people involved or the people around here? Look, I'm about to get to the important, crazy context that's about to make this entire thing a plot twist. But let me drop this hint, man. That is insinuating that some of the people standing around are involved in either trying to cover up or setting up this altercation that ended with that woman dying at the hands of her childhood best friend. Like I said, this is an insane video. Let's keep running through it. Before we get to the details, let's take a look at her arrest footage, which, as I understand, was a few months after this, meaning they stopped her on the night of the incident, let her go because they were told false information that it was a man that did the killing, and she was basically a fugitive for a few months until they caught her right here. Let's run through this real quick.
203, high-risk traffic stop in front of the Budweiser plant on Main. Keep your hands up! Hands up! Walk straight to me. and keep lethal in the car.
I'm surprised that she even got out the car, bro. In a context like this, knowing that you literally took somebody out, if you get pulled over and arrested, you know exactly what awaits you. Life in prison. And that's exactly what she got. She just got sentenced this year. We'll get to it here in a second, but this has got to be one of the worst and scariest chases you can be put on if you were an officer, to be out here chasing a fugitive or somebody who has a body on their neck, bro, who took somebody's soul. Why? Because this person has nothing to lose, and matter of fact, they lose if you catch them, meaning they might be willing to risk it all. It's got to be the scariest chase, you know, there is.
Walk straight to me with your hands up. Walk straight to me. Keep your hands up. Don't do nothing stupid or I will shoot you. Do you understand?
Look at her. Now she wants to wear a mask and glasses. Now she wants to hide her identity. Not on the night of, not on the night of the killing, but now she wants to hide her identity. All right, Claudia. All right.
Walk straight to me. Walk straight to me. Come on. Keep coming. Coming. Stand right there. Do nothing. Hey, just have her come out and clear the car and then hold her for...
All right, let's get to the crazy part now. Like I said, she just got sentenced, so let's see what happened to her. And I'm going to give you out of context here in 1 second. Or the alleged context, I should say. Let's run it. Breaking news tonight here on News 12 Brooklyn. Thanks for being with us. I'm Amanda Bossard. After nearly 4... Amanda, you got a strong jawline. That's not a diss. You can take that as a compliment. It's just something I noticed. Let's go. The case against Claudia Banton has come to a close with a verdict.
Amanda, the jury deliberated for about 3 hours, and you could really feel the anticipation when they walked back into the courtroom and read their verdict. Guilty on all charges.
Something I needed to hear. This has been a hard road.
Emotions poured out of the courtroom as a jury found Claudia Banton guilty of murder and criminal possession of a weapon.
She didn't think about what she was doing, so now you have to pay.
4 years after 42-year-old Delia Johnson was shot execution style on a Crown Heights sidewalk, her family says they can finally begin to heal.
I need to just relax and close my eyes and sleep.
Despite telling video evidence, this outcome was far from certain.
Hey, listen, I know women can be emotional. Are, right? Especially during specific days in the month. Man, I don't give a shit. You still gotta behave, but we all know that that's a real thing. But at the same time, in this situation, even that wouldn't cause you to be this reckless in the sense of walking up with no face mask, right? With your face visible to everybody and with dozens of witnesses around you. You would only do this unless you're genuinely retarded, or allegedly your child just got taken off of life support after your child and your man were shot at and your man died as well in a hit, right? In a hit that was placed on your man by your childhood best friend. And you just found out. Y'all heard exactly what I said. Look, everything I'm about to say is alleged. This isn't any case in any meaningful manner, but I'm going to explain to y'all why that possibly is. But these aren't just random rumors. This is what people are spreading far and wide. I'm talking about in any news article or situation or video about this situation, you will find people giving this story and these details as the real context of why this happened. So let's get to it. What I'm being told is that allegedly the person that died here, the victim, right, had gotten into issues and problems with her bestie's man. The nature of those problems, we don't know, but they got so bad to the point where she paid somebody else to go take her bestie's man out. The unfortunate part was when that person went and did this, Claudia's child was with her man and got caught in the crossfire. The end result was her man dying, right? And her child being placed on life support for a few days until she was forced to take her child off of life support. And the day that she took her child off of life support was the same day this incident happened. Meaning, allegedly, she took her child off of life support and immediately saw red and came and did this to her bestie. Like I said, I mean, let me read y'all this verbatim so y'all see what I'm talking about. These aren't official court papers or any of that. And let me touch on that as well. And this is where I can make a connection that kind of gives validity to these rumors. Because like I said, the first hint we got that something is off about this fucking story and there's more to it is on the night of the murder. The description the police got was that it was a man. Bro, that is a woman. We all saw it was a woman, right? So the people around were probably involved in setting this person up, or at least giving her location to Claudia. And they don't want to tell on her or to be involved in getting her caught. So they gave the wrong description to the police. That's the first connection. And then there's this fact that Claudia and everybody involved here, bro, simply does not trust the police and does not want to interact with them. Therefore, this context of people feeling remorse for Claudia, therefore setting this girl up who had allegedly put a hit on Claudia's man. That explains why these people didn't help the police out and didn't give them this context. And that's why it's not written in any meaningful way in the case itself. And the family of the victim would not want this in the case because it kind of gives remorse to Claudia, hence possibly lowering down the sentence that she could have got. So in that context, y'all see why these are rumors spread by people heavily, but aren't in the case itself. And let me read y'all this verbatim so y'all see exactly what I'm talking about. The victim, I heard, ordered a hit on the shooter's BF, but the daughter got hit also. The day the shooters shot the victim was the same day that the shooter had to take her own daughter off of life support, after which the distraught shooter killed the victim. That explains why she was in a rage and nothing was on her mind but revenge. Therefore, she didn't put an effort into concealing her identity. She didn't dress up like a killer. She just walked up to her in fashion, literally and figuratively, and killed her in front of everybody. It also explains why everybody was complicit in throwing the police off and not helping the police catch her, because they felt remorse for her if this context is verified. And that's why I said, bro, this stuff is not in the case in any meaningful manner because of that. Because no one wants to, look, the shooter also lost both her man and her daughter because of the victim, and that's when she shot her point blank. On the same day, the shooter had to pull the plug on her daughter. The Brooklyn DA never took the shooter's grief into consideration and said that it was cold-blooded and that's it. And here's another comment. She had killed her because the deceased set her boyfriend up to be robbed. And when they shot his car up, her daughter was in the car with him. The daughter ended up going in life support, and the day Claudia removed her daughter from life support, she went searching for this woman. That's when she found her and killed her. Claudia's boyfriend died as well. This was a revenge killing, unfortunately. I personally feel it was a crime of passion. Do y'all see how insane this context makes this story? It goes from a crazy situation to an unreal plot twist. And look, before I say anything else, let's finish the news report, bro, to see where she's at now, which is 23 years to life.
4 years after Delia Johnson was gunned down on a Brooklyn sidewalk, her killer has been sentenced.
Applause broke out in the courtroom as a judge sentenced Claudia Banton to 23 years to life behind bars.
I feel she deserved more, but today is about changing. Today is about forgiving.
The sentencing marks the end of a 4-year nightmare for the family of Delia Johnson, shot execution style on a Crown Heights sidewalk in 2021.
I am so glad that this is over.
In an emotional victim statement, Johnson's mother asking why and pouring her heart.
I mean, y'all saw the nose piercing, bro. It is just like I told you, my eyes turn into Sharingan when that thing is in my vision. I have to notice it. I told y'all, you put the nose piercing on, you become cursed. And I see some of y'all girls getting in the comments talking about, stop talking shit. Why do you always bring them up? Shut up. That shit hurts you because you know what I'm saying is true. Take that shit off. I promise you look better without it. Take it from me, bro. I done saved a lot of y'all. A lot of y'all did take it off because of me talking about it. And I promise you look prettier without the nose piercing. When you put that shit on, it's like you put on a don't ever take me seriously, I'm a fucking demon. It's like you wrote that shit in tattoo ink on your face. If you don't believe me, alright, keep that shit on and stay cursed. But if you want to be saved, take the nose piercing off. I'm telling y'all, like, that is not it. It is nothing but bad. Take it off. now.
A woman she considered like a daughter who even lived with the family at times.
It felt good because it was a release.
46-year-old Banton listened with tears streaming down her cheeks as Johnson's family described feeling betrayed.
I'll never see my sister again.
Notice how they said family. They called each other family. They didn't call each other enemies. They didn't call each other anything else. But her demise was at the hands of quote-unquote family. That should tell y'all a lot, bro. I told y'all this beforehand, man. I've been closed off for a while now. Not fully, but in the sense of, for my own, I told y'all, bro, you gotta be careful with who you let access to you, because it will affect you mentally and energy-wise. Energy is real. It's probably the realest thing there is. What I'm getting at is you gotta be careful with who the you call family, bro. And you can't be too careful because this shit can happen to you regardless. It's a cruel world, bro. It really is. You might feel on your own but then I see situations like this and I'm reminded why I move the way I move, bro, and why I stay to myself and just how cruel and evil people can be. And I told y'all this on IG, and if you don't follow me on Instagram, follow me right now, bro, at SpiritENT. I said we all have evil and good within us, and the lifelong battle within you will be between the evil and the good. You have to always make sure the good within you outweighs the evil. But that's coming from me, somebody who's conscious of that battle within us. That's the most important battle of your whole life, is to fight the evil within you. But most people are not conscious of that battle within them, and they don't even realize that their bad fucking side is all they have to show, in the sense of them being envious, jealous, and evil enough to do this shit to you, even though y'all grew up together and were calling each other best friends and family and lived with each other for decades, man, or lived, knowing each other for decades. Stay safe and protect yourselves, man. Life is crazy. I will see y'all in the next one. Hop on the Patreon if y'all rock with me and if you support me. Appreciate every single one of y'all that's on there. Y'all really are just, yeah, I appreciate y'all, man. And I'll see y'all in the next one. This was a crazy ass video. I'm out.